Oh, here we go.
Just sit right back and hear a tale of a
Hear a tale of a podcast crew who gather around their minds to speak to give them
As
more
man
of
is
you.
the panel spy,
As
he
man
shows
is
that
the
he
panel
has
spy,
fun.
he shows
And Donnie, our host, will jump along, guiding us through the storm, guiding us through the storm. Big T's our rocky, keeps us true, he often gets his say. And just the lad, he knows the girls will never the dragons win. Never the dragons win. The Mad Dragon podcast is a journey unforeseen. Man, and Donnie too. Then there's Big T and Coco.
Oh, yeah.
Just the
I can see
start.
sometimes.
Muzzle and the other crew. Here are the Mad Dragon podcast.
Well, good day, Dragons fans. I'm Big T, and this is the Mad Dragons podcast. Happy Father's Day to all you dads out there. I hope you had a great day. I had a great day. I got rifle tickets. I got bullets.
Nice.
I even got a new cup. Look at that, eh? Your beauty.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, had a good day with my dad. Hope you had a good day with your dads. Okay, I shouldn't have put that lolly in me mouth. Well, well, that's it. The season's over for the men. There's no more games. We can't say nearly. I thought we were quite poor all year. Went down 40-20 against Penrith. Scored 20 points against a nearly full strength Penrith side. It's pretty good though. You have to be happy with that. The season was gone a long time ago. The roller coaster ride. We were up and down all year. It was crazy. Well, we did beat 5 or 6 of the top 8 this year. We could have beat more. So our for and against, I think our for and against was a little bit better than last year, but I haven't checked that. Not a lot of difference in game stats. Like they had the ball 53% of the time. The big stat that gets me every single game is the Dragons made 37 meters per set. Okay? You think that's pretty good? Penrith made 48 meters per set. Billy, welcome to the show, my friend.
Yes,
What
sir.
can you put that down to?
Too many soft runs. I think throughout the year we've seen this, and it's always obvious. We don't go far in sets, and it's down to a couple of things. I think it's that we don't shift it enough. We're very narrow. We're all tied in, and we just take one out runs most of the time. We barely shift the ball, and when we do, it's kind of very slow and looks a bit clunky sometimes. I mean, offering something different's good, and then when we do it at fast pace, it can turn into anything. It can turn into a try, but we just haven't seen enough of it, I don't think, and that's where our problem is.
And 35 missed tackles, Liam. It's not a large number of missed tackles during a game, but 35 is a lot.
It's just poor defensive errors from our team, and
unfortunately,
Big T, I couldn't watch the game because I was at work at that time.
Oh, good on you, mate.
But I did watch the highlights.
Hope you watched the replay. Yeah, hope you watched the replay.
Yeah, I did watch the highlights.
Yeah. But 35 missed tackles leads to 35 line breaks for the Penrith team. So 35 line breaks, that's a lot. All right, let's get into the game. Panthers went out to an early 10-0 lead. What were you thinking, Bill?
Yeah, just annoyed because, like I said during the week, they played their whole first grade side against the weakened Dragons team that already struggle enough when they have their full strength, let alone 8 or 9 players out. So it's just annoying. I mean, obviously, I still think they're the best team in the comp. They just had a shit start to the year. And
Yeah, at one
they-
point they were running last on
They were,
in the
yes.
first 12 rounds, I think it was.
till about round 12, and then boom, Blaze Talangi and Cleary had this magic come upon them, and now their combination is sharp, and they look like a threatening team again. And I wouldn't be surprised if they dominate the next 4 weeks and win the comp again. But I'm proud that as a Dragons fan, I mean, yeah, it's not the result we wanted at all, but we got close at one point. I just think they're too strong, and obviously Cleary, you're not going to stop them. So
Yeah.
we did what we
Yeah.
could, but at the end of the day, it's our last game of the season, and they've got something more to
Hallelujah.
fight for.
Well,
Hallelujah, about
that
time.
leads us to the try that Cole Flanagan scored. Did you see that on the highlights there, Liam?
Yeah, he just made the Penrith defenders fooled after the show and go and just ran for a huge gap in the Panthers defense. It was a brilliant try to him, but I still don't rate him as our halfback for next year.
Well, it was Dylan Edwards dropping Cole Flanagan's bomb that led up. I think it was Finai that went up. I thought it might have been a disruptor. But Clem Dog picks up the ball and Emre gets a try assist because Flanagan throws the dummy and straight through the hole. He's been trying to do that all year. He just found the hole was good this time. What do you think of that try, Bill?
Really good. I don't want to say congratulations to him because the day before he became a father. So
He did well done. Yes. How's that? Day before Father's Day.
Yeah. I think he's already had one kid. So good on him and his family. And I hope that he had a good Father's Day. But based on that try, when I saw it, I'm like, you fucking genius. Yeah, show Cleary. And then well, the result didn't end up being what we wanted. But look, I want to forget about the fact that everyone's saying he's not a halfback. I don't want to even talk about that. I just want to say thank you for stepping into a role that you weren't meant to step on. And you've tried every game. You've tried your heart out. So I want to say thank you on behalf of me. I don't know about the rest of the Dragons fans, but
100%.
I think he's tried his heart out. And look, if he doesn't get that halfback role next year, so be it. Atkinson showed his worth last night, and I'm really excited to see what he can do in the finals because Trindle was meant to be out for a bit longer. So, yeah, thank you, Kyle Flanagan. And that try, you deserve that. So well done.
Yeah, Liam, that was made it 10-6, and there was 8 minutes to go in the first half, and Panthers went bang bang and scored true, and scored tries, and the score was 22-6 at halftime. How do you the last 8
We
minutes
just
of the
went to
half?
sleep.
How do you let them score that many points?
We always go to sleep within like the last 10 to 15 minutes of each half, whereas we should keep putting pressure on them. But at the end of the day, I think the coach is just going to train them hard during the preseason and make sure they're up to scratch, because most of our forward pack is going to be pretty much made up of all young forwards. So we've got a lot of players that we're moving on at the end of this year, and there's going to be a few more coming. So watch this space.
Watch this space. That'd be nice to see. Hopefully, you can get all the scoops.
Well, I did get 2 scoops, but someone already got to them before me.
Dag nabbit. Thanks, Jennifer. Happy Father's Day to your father as well. I had a good day. Okay. And we didn't start the second half too bad, Billy. It was a good movement and a great try by Corey Allen.
Yeah. Wow, far out. Didn't know you had that. That's a great try. And the ball from Gutho was good, but he still had a lot of work to do. He still had to get around that winger. And so he did. I think he jumped over the top of him. Just scored a beautiful try at the end of the day. So he's another player who's probably leaving at the end of the year, and I want to say thank you to him as well. So
Yeah.
Oh, here's this. I missed it.
Corey
Corey
Allen, mate.
Allen.
Yeah, he's definitely being moved on. It looks like he's going all but Super League.
So thanks, Corey
Well,
Allen, and good try.
That was a great try. What do you think of that try, Scoop? The Corey Allen try in the corner. He was halfway. He was all the way out.
We should have kept on to him because who do we have on our wings for next year? We got Lawson, Tui Piloto, but Tui Piloto, I don't see us retaining it, like keeping him. I think we're going to let him walk before the injuries that he's getting. So for next year, I could see Lawson and maybe, hopefully, we bring back Cody Ramsey because I did hear that Dragons are offered to put him on the training trial, and training trial I think can play from round 1.
Yeah,
Correct me if I'm
wrong.
Someone will tell us.
Yep, they can because Gehamet Shibasaki was training trial, and he started this year for Broncos in the first round.
So I would not be surprised. I'm putting a prediction early for next year. Cody Ramsey will be on the wing and top try scorer with Chevy Stewart leading the all points scored. All points like try assist points.
Yes. And then 2 tries in 5 minutes by the Panthers. Went from 22 to 14 to something ridiculous. What did you think of the lapse in concentration for that 5-minute period?
Well, here we
Just
go.
went bang bang. Oh, both of you. They just went bang bang. Scored 2 tries on us in 5 minutes.
Just awful. We've done it all year, especially, I'm trying not to single out a player, but Kyle Flanagan and Moses Sully are pretty much, and I'm also going to say Matt Feeney as well. They always shoot up from the line, whereas they could be holding back with their winners or players beside them and compressing in defense, not shooting out from the line. That's been our problem all year with Matt Feeney, Moses Sully, and Kyle Flanagan.
Yeah. Billy, that 5 minutes, I was just shaking my head. I'm going, what the hell is going on? He came back twice.
Yeah, I mean, there's one point of the game, and I think this is where it flipped on its head again, is that they got a 6 again, I'm pretty sure, on the last tackle. It was on the 40 or the 30. Went on and scored, and it's like, fuck, no. Like, it's just frustrating because, we're only 8 points behind. We're really in it. And, we were just broken at that point. I think we gave everything we had, and after that, it's just, they went on and scored 2 tries in 5 minutes and then won at the end of the game. So
That's right. But before they scored one at the end, Jaden Sewer, he's not for the first time this year. A little bit of magic.
Yeah.
A little bit of a grubber. Can you run us through that one, Bill?
Yeah. Well, that was a good try, wasn't it? Far out.
It was a great try, yeah.
Thinking he needs to kick the ball a bit more, to be honest. Get rid of the number 12, put something else on his back and let him kick.
Give him his kicking license. He's definitely earned it.
He scored a chip and chase pretty much coincidentally against the Raiders a couple of weeks back. So
he did. That's right.
That try that he set up for himself, basically, Sloan with a pretty good pickup. There was a bit of pressure from Jenkins or Edwards, whichever one it was. Put a step on, got the offload, saw in for a try. So it was really, really good piece of work from them too. And well, I hope Sloan ends up staying. I know he wants to stay, but
he hasn't signed anywhere yet.
Dragons can't technically get rid of him because he's still on contract. So,
we were meant to get Rava back, but but we were trying to push him out. But he signed to Catalans for next year.
Catalans. I thought he went to Castleford.
Sorry,
Didn't he go to Castleford? Castleford, yeah.
Yeah,
And I think the mental toughness of a team comes with experience, and our team's so young. So that'll fix up.
Yeah, I mean that's also something to look forward to as well because Loco came on yesterday, earned us 3 penalties, ran for about 120 meters.
He did, yeah.
Like he's
Almost got points from me.
I gave him my one.
Okay.
I shouldn't give it away, but yeah.
I don't know what we're doing with that later on this year, but that'll come. That'll come. We've got a lot of work to do. A lot of work. They need to start now. Like our recruitment needs to work hard over the summer because we need to bring that many players in. And yes, Liam, I'll see you in a minute. That many players in. It's going to change our side. Our retention people. We've got to keep those young blokes because we've got the Bears and they've got Papua New Guinea coming in the next few years. So they're going to go for the youngsters. Like our team's going to get smashed. Tigers are going to get smashed. Parramatta, Penrith, they're going to get taken over by 2 full clubs. So you're looking at 40 players in each club.
60. So it's 30 to 30.
Oh, sorry, yeah, 60. But then you've got to have extras. Then you've got to have your reserve grade sides. So we've got to retain all these young kids we've got because if we don't, they'll be playing in Perth or Papua New Guinea even. Need to keep these kids. Go on, sorry, Liam.
I was going to say, do you want me to go through the confirmed departing players now, or shall we save that at the end of the show?
The retained players?
No, like the players for leaving the club at the end of this year.
Oh, we'll do that later on. Remind me later on.
Yep.
Okay. We'll just have a quick look at how the NRL ended up. Scoop, can you go through the bottom half of the ladder for us?
So, pretty much your confirmed wooden spooners of the year in 17th place, the Newcastle Knights. In 16th, you got the Gold Coast Titans. Then you got us in 15th, which is a huge drop compared to last year. We were like 10th or 11th last year. In 14th, you got the South Sydney Pommy Rabbitohs supporters with the no teeth supporters. Then you got the Tigers. Then you got the Cowboys. And then Parramatta Eels, who flogged Newcastle today. Then you got Manly. And just sitting down the top 8, and unlucky, you got the Redcliffe, the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Who should have been in the top 8.
Oh, they went hard tonight, didn't they?
Yeah.
There was something like 160 points scored over the 2 games tonight.
Oh,
so
that is
that's crazy,
ridiculous. I didn't even see either one of them.
Where's the defense gone? We don't know. All right, Bill, I'll get you to run us through the top half and tell us what our semi-finals are going to be.
Yep. So I'll go through the top 8 first, and then I'll explain in detail what the finals fixtures are going to be looking like. So 8th Roosters, 7th Penrith Panthers, 6th the Warriors, 5th is Cronulla Sharks, 4th Broncos, 3rd is the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs, 2nd is Melbourne, and 1st your minor premiers for this year. No one expected it at all.
No.
The Canberra Raiders. Wow. All credit to them. Hopefully, I mean, I want to see someone different win. So if they win, I won't hate it at all. Yeah, credit to them. Well done. Now to go through the fixtures for finals week 1. Friday, 12th of September, 7:50 p.m. We have the Melbourne Storm versus the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs at Amy Park. So that is the first game of the week. Then we move on to our Saturday games. The first one is the afternoon game, of course, but over there in New Zealand, it'll be around 6 p.m. So it is the Warriors versus Penrith Panthers at Go Media Stadium in Auckland. And then for your second and last game of Saturday at Sharks PointsBet Stadium or Shark Park, whatever the hell you want to call it, Animal Park, as Robbie likes to say. Sharks versus Roosters at 7:50 p.m. And then the Sunday game to end off the first week of finals. Probably my favorite game of the round, the most unpredictable game, I think, is the Raiders versus the Broncos. Sunday, 4:05 p.m. at GIO Stadium, Canberra. And one thing I want to say is that is going to be good. Like GIO Stadium final, when it's packed in green, it looks so amazing. So, this week of finals is very unpredictable. And, it's going to be good to see who goes on and wins it. Hopefully not the Fucks in 7th place, but anyone else, I don't mind. Maybe not Sharks or Roosters either, but I can't do anything about it. I can't hate 3 teams in the finals. So
we'll run through our predictions for the semi-finals a little bit later on. And Jess brought this up a little bit earlier. Poor Tuipulotu cannot take a trip, take a trick. Hamstring again. What does that mean for him, Bill?
Well, from what I've heard from just insiders, is that they will be sending him overseas. I think it's to America. Don't know if that's confirmed or not, but that's pretty strong. He needs some help with that hamstring. I think he needs to nurse it properly. Sometimes we've waited. I think when he gets injured, hopefully he doesn't get injured again with his hamstring. But next season, if he does, nurse it a bit more. Like when I say that, don't bring him back straight to New South Wales Cup. Give him 2-3 weeks extra after he's recovered, and then just bring him back, because it was a problem this year. It was a problem, and I think he needs some help for it. Once you pull it or tear it, it's hard. It happens a lot more. So it's something that we need to nurse. I don't want to dump him because he's a good freaking player.
He's a good player.
If we dump him for his 1 year of hamstring problems, I'll be a bit pissed.
But we had Billy Tommy Turbo going to America to get his hamstring fixed, and I don't think that fixed it. I don't know if it's all hullabaloo, going to alternative medicine.
It really depends, because Tom Trbojevic has not as like he's huge, so he's a bit lankier, and his frame's probably not as strong as someone as a CT or a Latrell Mitchell who went there as well. So, and he hasn't really had that problem much. So it really depends. I don't know how it all works over in US.
That's right. Yeah. So, what's your take on that, Liam? Tuipulotu maybe going to the US to fix his hamstring.
I think it's just a kind of a last sort ditch effort to try to get him all fixed up and back. But if he does it one more time, I would have to say just medically retire him. He just can't injure himself anymore. Like, he's not going to be as good as he was coming through. Because look at Tommy Turbo and Ryan Pappenhausen, and I can't think of who else went over to the US. They just didn't come back who they were. So I would just say, if he's done his hammy one more time, just say, look, Tuipulotu, you played well, but I think it's time for you to medically retire. You just can't keep going, or you're gonna lose feeling in your leg. Just medically retire him.
Well, you don't want to lose your hamstring.
We do have good young winners coming through. Just say, look, Tuipulotu, we're happy for you to stay around the club and help nurture the young players coming through, but just don't play anymore.
Yeah. You were talking about players that have been told to leave the club or who have been signed for the club. Redmond Talamara, Michael Molo have been told they can move on.
Yep, so I've got a full list here, Big T.
All right,
So
let's have a
for
look
the
at it.
So for the losses, which have been confirmed so far, is Jack DeBellin to Parramatta Eels, which is sad to see him go. Tyrell Sloan, we still don't know what's happening, but apparently he's been told to move on. Raymond Fatala Mariner looks like he's moving on as well. Michael Moller, he's been told. Corey Allen, he's been told. Filiame Fifita looks like he's been told as well to move on. Blake Laurie's been told to move on. Mid-season transfer, which I was shocked about, and I'm not sure if you guys were shocked about. Ben Rumble has been told to move on, so he's gone to Cowboys. So pretty much he played the rest of the season with the Northern Pride in the Queensland Cup. Michael Jonah Glover's been told to move on, so he's playing with South next year. It could be either in first grade, depending on if they get injuries, or by the looks of it, he's going to be playing reserves as well over there. Finau Latu, which is sad to see him go because I think he was a really good young prospect for us. Sione Finau, it was sad to see him go because I was going to say he was pretty much one of our shining lights before he got himself injured. Ben Murdoch Masilla looks like he's going to be calling quits at the end of this season. So he looks like he's retiring. Mm-hmm. And another one that I just found out is we're trying to move Lachlan Ilias on as well. So it looks like we're going to be very short in the halves stock next year. Because so far our halves for next year is Kyle Flanagan, Daniel Axon, who is pretty much confirmed to come over, and Cade Reed. So we need at least another halfback or 5'8". And then for the games, we're getting Dan Axon, who I just talked about. Josh Kerr, that pretty much looks like it was pretty much confirmed. And another one in Chevy Stewart. Looks like it's going to get confirmed sometime this week.
Nice. Well, talking about halfbacks and 5'8". What do you think about Gutho moving into the halves with Atkinson at 7?
Apparently, I've heard, Big T, that we're going to try to transition Clint Gutherson into lock because we're going to have Chevy Stewart playing fullback. So if that does happen, we need to be on the lookout for another fullback, unless we can bring Cody Ramsey back in or have a look with our fullback stocks and see what we've got that we can bring through or try. Because I don't know if there's any other fullbacks in the market at the moment for next year.
So if we're going to try and get rid of all these players, how are we going to sign players from other clubs? But are we going to rely on our youngsters? Because don't forget, like most of the pack in the back line were on the bench, the cup side at the start of the season. We're talking about the Couchman boys. We're talking about Egan. We're talking about Stewart. They've got to fit into the side next year. Moses Sully coming back. We're talking about Valentine Holmes coming back. No, Valentine Holmes coming back. So we've got all these players coming back, and they were all in our starting side at the start of the season. So we're not looking at the team we've got now. We're looking at that team for next year. So I think we're going to rely on our youngsters more than pay from outside.
That's what I'm trying to think as well, because pretty much I could
say outside.
Yeah, by the looks of it, I've gone through my team lineup prediction and that with the players that we've got. I could see pretty much most of our forwards that we've had debut or pretty much like Catherine Brothers and all that. I think they're going to be in our starting 17.
Liam, breaking news, mate. Breaking news. We've got Coco, our roving reporter, she's in Uluru at the moment. Hey, Coco!
Hey everyone! Hello. Yes, I'm in Uluru. If you can see it over here, wait. Where's my fat head?
It's nice.
Yes,
Your head's not fat, Coco.
yes, it is. I'm allowed
No,
to have
it's
that.
not.
Here. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I had to share it with
Look at that.
someone. There you go.
Look at that, absolutely beautiful, isn't it?
It is, and here is
Right,
the sun setting behind me as well. So I wanted to share everything with you guys. You know,
Yeah, where are you? Oh, there you are.
and there, and also there's a full moon over here too. So we got to be careful, guys. Full
Yeah.
moon.
If you're up at
So-
2 a.m., 2 a.m. there's going to be a lunar eclipse. So,
Yes. Oh no, I'll be sleeping because I got to get up for the sunrise. I'm doing a segue, but
well, just
anyway,
get up at 2 a.m. Just get
Yeah.
up at 2 a.m. People.
I just wanted to say hello, and I didn't watch the game, but
Oh, you didn't?
I'm gonna be.
Full
I
game.
didn't watch the no, but you know what? I just want to say this on just our 2025 season has been abysmal, has been a roller coaster, and I'm not happy that the Panthers couldn't just give us some luck, some bloody luck just to rest their all players. Look at the Raiders today. Look, they got
Yeah.
smashed by the Dolphins, but
I did.
that's because half of their team was off. See, they went thinking straight. So I just want to say thank you to everyone and to you guys as well. Like you're like our little family. So while I'm
Yeah.
up here in Uluru, let's end the show with a bang. So up here.
Oh, we might
and
have a few more shows to do, but
oh, that's
we
great.
might go through the NRLW and our cup side, who had a great win today. Well, turn your phone around, give us a 360, and let us see what you've got there.
Just give
I got
us
the-
snags, Coco.
Yeah, I will.
Well, that we've got such a beautiful country.
We do. It's just
We do.
amazing. No kangaroos, but I've seen emus and I've seen a few camels as well. Lots of flies. At the moment, it's 6:30, but here, and it's still 28 degrees.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
but it's just beautiful, and the history of here, it's just amazing. So get out there, all you lovely people. Get out here and enjoy and learn a bit about. So yes,
You get in trouble.
yep, I'm in the way.
All right. We'll let you go. Thanks,
All
Coco.
right,
Thanks
you.
for joining
Bye,
us,
everyone.
mate.
Bye.
Bye.
See, Cokes.
Bye.
Well, there you go. What have we done there? What have I done there? I think it's that one. That's the one. That's the one. That's the good one. That's the good one. All right. Well, we need now to hear from our coach and our captain. So we'll
For the last
some
time for
rest.
the men's.
for the last time for the men. So where am I? Where do I go? Share screen. There we go. NRL press conference. Share. Open it up. Let's go.
Season injury strikes just before kickoff. What do you think of the way the team stayed in the
Fix
fight
it up.
today?
Yeah, it's probably like what's happened over the last 3 or 4 weeks. We're in the first half. It was 10-6, and we're really in it with 10 minutes to go, and they scored 2 quick tries. They were making up defensive errors, which were disappointing. And then in the second half, we fight back to within 6 again or 8 again, and there was a 6 again on. I think it was right on the 20-minute mark of the second half. The 6 again, last tackle, and that just broke the camel's back. Then they went down and scored, and probably kicked out to a little bit more. And we just, without it, this year's, learned a lot this year about some individuals and, the team. And in the end, just, lack of, because of the injury toll that we've had, lack of that class in real crucial moments has probably just hurt us a little bit. We just can't get it done when we need to. And, one thing we do get out of is, I heard Wayne speak about it last night. There's, some of the players have played a lot of first this year that probably shouldn't have or wouldn't have if we didn't have the injuries, and they'll be better for it next year. So that's, if we're going to look for one positive, that's it in the club. But also, all the time that those young boys have got on the field, is valuable.
Cookie, you played a lot of first grade. What do you take out of the first team?
To be honest, for me personally, it's been a good move. I've really enjoyed it down here. And like Shane said, there's a lot of positives. I know we haven't got a lot of the results and a few wins short of going to the finals, but a lot of these young boys down here got great attitude, and we've exposed them to a bit of footy this year, which if we can keep everyone fit and on the park and just be a bit more classy on certain parts of our shape or during games, playing the whole 80, especially at the start of the year, I think there's real positive signs here for the Dragons. So, it's hard to say, but there's a lot of positives to take out of this year, even though where we sit.
What's the one area you really want to hone in on next year? Is there one area, one position that you really like?
Yeah, no injuries. No one in the rehab. It'd be good. Too many in that space for us. That's hurt us. The injuries, like the two Couchmans. Ryan was injured round one. Jill Egan, Hamish Stewart, and then Val been out for half the year, and Moses Sully out from a lot of time as well. That hurt us. So injuries would be one thing that I'd cross my fingers that we don't go through that. I've never had to go through this many injuries to elite. Let's be honest, we haven't got 10 Origin players. So when I do lose my classy players, it's hard. So if we can have a bit of luck in that space, will we fitter, faster and stronger again next year? I'll make sure of that, because I felt that we got to a certain level and the season come around pretty quickly and we had to maintain what we did. But we've got Vegas next year, and as I just said to the boys there now, pre-season starts now. That's the plan, yeah. As I think, with Cookie and obviously Gutho's had a great year for us, and then we've got a few new boys coming, a couple more to add, hopefully in the off season, and the experience the young players have gained this year, and as I said, those injured boys back, touch of class, obviously Val, Sully, and those players consistently playing will give it a good shake.
You're only worried about your own backyard, but the team you just played today, can they make it a fight, Pete? And if so, what?
Yeah, he was out there.
Just on the way here, I feel like they're just. None of us are in any position to sort of judge how they're going to do it. They do it better than anyone else. They've won the last four, but from what I see tonight, they're still the same side. New players that have come in, they just keep doing the same thing over and over again. And then when they get their chance, like Flano was talking about, at 6 again, they got down our end and made us pay. So they know what they're doing. That's why they rested a lot last week. That's why they took Dill off early tonight. I think they got Warriors, I think Nate said after the game. So, I think most teams, or all the teams in there, will be very nervous coming up against them, and I wouldn't be writing them off for 5.
You mentioned positives attacking the season. Did you ever get caught up in the Warriors? Like a lot of the games this year were really quite tough against some pretty classy teams. Like if we win a couple of those, maybe it's a different story this year.
Yeah, we probably spoke about it at the start of the year, didn't we? Like the 1-point losses, we had a few of those, three 1-point losses and a couple of 2-point. And we spoke about these. We need to fix it, because these are going to be the games that keep us out of the 8 at the end of the year, and that's what happened. We got to put ourselves under pressure to win, all but one game in the last 6 or something, and we chucked everything into the Warriors game. Almost pulled off probably one of the greatest club wins. But after that, it's just been tough for the last 3 weeks. I feel like we threw a lot into that, and a lot of young boys will get a lot of experience out of the last 3 weeks.
Who you say goodbye to in this squad, do you think, this off-season? Is there a number of players that won't be here from the team that was out there today?
Well, obviously, Jake DeBellin is one. He's moving on. There's not too many. I'm not quite sure about Clem. He's done a really good job for us, Clem. We'll just see, work through that in the off season. Obviously, there's a few boys that will move on from our top 30. I know Murdoch Masilla hasn't played a lot this year, but he's done a great job for the club. And had a really good career. He's played 249 Super League and NRL games. I would have loved to give him his 250th, but it just didn't work out for us. But he's been fantastic for the club. Tommy Eisenhuis, he never played a game this year. He was our man of Dragons Player of the Year last year and had a HIA in the trial, so we've missed him. He's just real tidy around the ruck. I can't think of too many others off the top of my head, Lara, but there'll definitely be a few move on.
It's a bit left field. What's the plan with Lockie Ilias? I know he's still involved with
Yeah, he's on contract next year. They got a game in 20 minutes, and hopefully he plays well. You know, as I said, we made a decision earlier in the year, and he's had his moments as well, but he's here next year.
Well, there you go. That was our coach talking with our captain there. What do you think about what he said, Liam? You weren't listening, were you? Watching telly?
Yeah,
He's talking about the players. It's talking about the players we're going to move on and next year.
Yeah, he did line up with some of the players I did talk about moving on. Tom Eisenhuth, we already knew that was going to be medically retired with concussion issues. And I can't remember what other players he said that was moving on. But the two big main ones I did point out was Jack DeBellin and Tom Eisenhuth.
Yeah. And Jesse Godfrey, wait till you get back, son. You're going to get a woo, 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 wow, wow. You're going to get one of them when you get back. A big eye poke. There was a couple of other, before we get into the NRLW. Billy Grant Ryle wants to know, do you think Chevy Stewart will make a good fullback?
Possibly. I mean, we haven't seen enough of him in first grade. I've seen plenty of him to say, yeah, he'll be great, but NRL's a different level, and I don't know. Like he's got no game time at all.
He's got potential.
Yeah, I mean, from what I've seen in real life when I've gone up against him, and what I've seen in Cup, I mean, he can find the try line pretty easily. I mean, he knows how to score, so that's something that's good. We need more points, but I don't know if his defensive capabilities are there yet. I mean, he's only 4 games into his career, so why would it be there yet?
And
the whole point of development.
Another quick one before we go to NRLW. Liam.
Yes.
Who takes over assistant coach now? Ryan Carr is going to Super League.
I don't know who we've got there. Do we have Dean Young still? I don't know.
Yeah, we need one more.
I think we do. We need one more.
I don't know who we've got.
I don't know who's out there. Who's available?
I think we have to look within. Maybe the cup coach gets a call up as an assistant.
Possibly, who's in charge of the cup? I can't remember. Was it Shane?
Willie Talau. Shane Miller. No, Willie Talau, Shane Miller, one of the two.
I think it is Willie Talau. And I think, I'm not too sure if he coached the SG Ball a couple of years back. They went on and won the whole thing. So, I mean, why wouldn't we? Why would we not promote him after what he's done?
Yes. Before we go to Dean Young, Michael Ennis is about to sign, isn't he? Wasn't there talking about he's coming across from Manly?
That wouldn't be a bad signing, Michael Ennis. He's raw, he's young.
He's not
on the show tonight, but he's come up with the good ones. Ennis quit Manly and wants to work with Flano, so he's worked before with him.
That's not a bad shout.
I don't think Desi has one.
Des has this past.
I mean,
Des has this past his best. I would say Des has to work well over in the UK in the lower tiers, like in the second or third grade comps.
His coaching style isn't accustomed to the 6 again rule.
I don't think so, no.
It's just, since that rule's come in, he's made finals once. But it was because of one player they ran all off the back of, and his footy has just looked stale. It's looked stale since the rules come in. So
I
mean, I don't.
Are we also talking about the comps in England? Because I do have a few updates about that big T.
We'll talk about that later. Remind me later.
Yep.
We're going to move into NRLW now. And I think I've got the official NRLW. Where are we? Share screen. Premiership ladder. Yeah, that's the one. Well, there we go. There's the top 6 for the women's game. We're Roosters, Broncos, Cowboys. Sharks, I don't know what their game was tonight. It was Parramatta tonight, wasn't it? Parramatta and someone Tigers, maybe. I've not really didn't know.
Yeah, Power and Tigers, I think it was. I'll have a look for you, Big T.
Yeah, have a look what that score's going to be.
It's 28-0 to Eels.
Oh, Jesus. There we go. And that's the live ladder, I think. Anyway, the top six is there. Titans, Knights, Sharks,
Tigers.
Cowboys. 28-0, you said?
Yeah, and it's about to be 32.
Oh, yep. Jesus. Sounds like the Newcastle. There's the Tigers, last of all. Dragons in ninth. We can't make it anymore. Top six is just about there. So the Bulldogs are doing well. Up into seventh spot. They might just miss out on the semis. So well, there you go. Where are we? Stream Studios. Back to Stream Studios. So I'll just run it through the girls' game. The Cowboys scored a first try. Did you see the game? Anyone see the game?
No, I was at work still.
I was at the pub, but I was watching from very far away.
Now the Cowboys scored a try against the grain. If she didn't take the intercept, the Dragons would have scored in the corner. I'm telling you, it would have been a totally different game if that happens. But Tegan Berry scored a great try out of dummy half. She just barged her way over and scored a try. That was our first try for the girls. Tegan Berry, what a player. While I'm talking about Tegan Berry, I might bring this home because it was a special occasion for Tegan on the weekend.
Congratulations, Tegan, on reaching another milestone match tomorrow. We've done some homework, and when you run out tomorrow against the Cowboys, you will become the 6th NRLW player to reach 40 games at the one club, which is a great achievement. And from your debut game in October 2020, you were the only player from that squad that still remains at the club. Not only have you inherited your mum's good looks and your dad's speed, you have also shown incredible dedication, motivation, determination, and a drive to succeed. We're extremely proud of you.
Get out.
Whether you win or lose.
Yes, Nick.
I'm even more proud of you for being such a wonderful role model to young women of all ages. And never forget that.
Oh, a little tear in the eye.
Hopefully we are standing here next year and are celebrating your 50th match milestone. Until then, get out there and win some games starting tomorrow.
Yeah, it's been an awesome journey. I feel so privileged to play my 40th game tomorrow, especially in this jersey. Like, this jersey means a lot to me, and to be able to play with you girls, you know, I absolutely love it, and really appreciate you two for coming out today as well, presenting me this jersey. Yeah.
Well, there you go. Tegan Berry brought up her 40th game in the NRL, sixth to do so for the one club. So congratulations to Teagues. I think Jess put up it's Charlotte Bastion's birthday too. So happy birthday, Charlotte. I don't know if you're watching. You might be. I'm not sure, but maybe Mulhall and Sarah Sautier told us it was a great show. I don't know. All right, where are we? The Cowgirls scored a couple more tries, but 5 minutes before half time, Tori Shipton makes a massive break down the right hand side, gets tackled just before the line, and Ella Costa dives over. It was a great little try. That took us into half time. It was 18-14. I was sort of a little bit
hopeful,
excited about the second. A little bit hopeful. That's right, Liam, about the second half. But it was 18-14 at half time, but that's all it wrote. All she wrote for the NRW side. Cowboys scored 4 more
Cow
tries.
Girls.
The Cow Girls, anyway, yeah, they scored 4 more tries. Rounds it out to 42-14. Not a great look for the Dragons, but they tried their hardest. So let's see. What's that? What's going on?
We have someone.
Jesse wants to come on.
I'll bring him on in a sec. I'll just run through it. Oh, okay. I'll bring him on now, and he can have his say about NRLW. Welcome, Jesse. Another one on tour, all the way in the Philippines. Welcome,
Hello,
Jess.
how you
Welcome.
going?
I know you
How you going?
want to talk about the women's game. We've talked about Tegan Berry's first try. It was a strong effort.
Yeah, and that actually the break sheet. You said Tori Shipton made. It was actually Tegan Berry who made it from the dead ball line, and Tori Shipton was there in support, and Emma Mandelman got her down, and then Ella Costas burrowed over and dummy up.
Oh,
yeah.
Thank you, Jess. You know everything about NRLW. You know everything.
As Crossy said in the press conference, we were back in it at 18-14, and we just fell away. He was confident we could have gone on with it, but it wasn't to be. The Cowboys, they're in the top 4 for a reason. They've been there, and we just lack that size. And we just, as Crossy said, you'll hear shortly that we struggle to deal with the adversity, and when playing a fast brand of football, which we struggle to contain, and we just struggle to go with them. Those bigger forwards running up the middle and throwing the ball around. It was really tied up, our girls. And it's not a good way to lose.
A little bit unfortunate.
Finish the game.
We've got another game to redeem ourselves against Newcastle. Jesus. So
one game to go.
Unfortunate about the girls. They're going to miss out as well. They played a good year. Plenty of injuries, plenty of suspensions. That's what does it for the girls. They've only got 24 players, haven't they, Jess? I was talking to his mum. Hello, Mum.
Yeah.
They've only got 24 players in the NRW squad, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. But Crossy said he'll be looking at heavily in recruiting as soon as after next week. So we've got to
spend a lot of money.
Yes,
we've got to spend a lot of money.
Looks like Gracie McGregor is moving on.
That's what I was about, and her wife, obviously.
Husband, wife.
But it is a disappointing way to end. But we do have the ingredients there to have a good side. Like you build a side around players like Tegan Berry, Casey Ray, Tori Shipton. We just need the players around it to build a side. We have the core players there to go well. We just need a good team around them to make it successful.
I think we do need
this year, the 2-horse race.
I think we do need another maybe 5'8" and move Zali Hopkins into her preferred position of number 14 or number 9. You know, need a Karen Maynard there now, but
Zali Hopkins has always said she's a 6. That's her preferred position.
Okay. There you go. Hopefully she can stay there. So talking about Zali Hopkins, let's have a press conference. I don't like buffering. You just stand there and do nothing. Come on, girls.
You calling Crossy a girl?
There we go. There we go.
Yeah, it was a really competitive first half. The Cowboys certainly finished on top in the second half. What I suppose, what do you put that down to?
Yeah, disappointing. I was supremely confident at half time, even though we were down sort of 18-10. We come out and Tegan Berry scores a great try, 18-14, immediately after half time. And to be honest, I was so confident of coming away with a good win. And then it just a bit of a theme of the year where this group's we're a very young group. There seems to be a little bit of struggling to overcome adversity during games, big moments, and then also key moments with 7 tackle sets and things like that. We just don't handle them well. So I think that's a big part of it.
Charlie, you were out there. Can you put your finger on it? What was there a moment when the switch clicked?
No, like Crossy said, like I believed in the girls. It felt like even though we were down at halftime, we felt on top. We came out, good run from Shanae, flash scores, and we were in it. But in the end, it's disappointing they put 40 on us. It didn't show the type of game it was, and we're a team that can do it. But at the moment, it's not showing that, and unfortunately, it's disappointing for us. So, yeah.
Yeah, Nathan, that's obviously that's extinguished the finals hopes. But what do you, I suppose, how do you assess the season so far, the first 10 rounds?
Yep.
I suppose where this group's at, because as you said, it's a very young group and they're just no doubt going to learn.
Yeah. Look, I think when Sammy Brennan and I come into this job, it was probably a bigger job than what both of us had anticipated. And I say that really respectfully, but it's a really young group. They're so keen to learn. A lot of them coming through the junior reps, Tasha Gale, 19s Origin, they're winners. And then when they come into this environment, NRLW, it's getting tougher every year. This is a really strong competition now. And if you don't come out at your best each week, it's going to be hard. And I think there's been times this year where it's got a bit hard. And there's a lot of the group that probably hasn't handled it too well. So that's going to be on me in the inactive period and the preseason going forward. We're going to mentally and physically sharpen this group up. And I know we can do it. I just had a good chat with Emma Manselman from the Cowboys, who I've known through Origin, and they went through a similar thing the last couple of years. So they've had a great year this year, and congratulations to them. But it does show that in 12 months you can turn things around pretty quickly. So as long as our girls come in, the girls that are going to return next year, that come in with a really good mindset, physically and mentally, I know we'll be much better next year.
I was going to say, speaking to the Cowboys, they said that it's taken them a couple of years to get to where they are now. They're obviously they're in the semis. They've had a really good season, and they're a young squad as well, but they've got experience. Do you think that's just what it takes, playing more games?
Definitely, and some of our young girls, and people around the club sort of, they want success now, as we do. I do, Zali does, we all do. But sometimes you can wish for that, but they're just not ready for it. And I almost feel like in many ways this was a year that the club probably had to have. I think Flano's going through a bit of it in the NRL with the boys, and somewhat we're following a bit of a similar path. Great young crop coming through. The future's really exciting. We just need to probably find a couple of more experienced players that we can come in and help Zali and Casey and Tegan. There's a great nucleus here. We're just probably missing a couple of players that can really put us from where we are now to really challenging.
So probably you've got to maybe recruit a few senior players.
Definitely. Yeah, we're certainly missing that at the moment. I think everyone can see the youth and the exciting young prospects coming through, but, when the big moments come and, we're looking to – Zali's 23. Like, she feels like she's old for our group, but she's not. Casey's 19. That's tough. Like, Tegan, Zali, they're 23. We're leaning on them as senior players. And that's – you look at the better teams that are up the top of the ladder, they've got the older mid to late 20s players that have got cool heads in games. And our girls are trying to have cool heads, but it's also just playing week after week. And we'll get there. Look, we're going to keep this really positive. There's a really bright future here. Unfortunately, we're just not getting the results as quickly as we'd like.
Zali, you played the scoreline probably. The focus on the Cowboys and the scoreline, but Tegan Berry, some of those, the try she scored and the one she set up. What's it like playing and having a teammate do that?
Oh, she's unbelievable. Flash has done it for the last 6 years since she's been in NRLW, whether she was on the wing or at fullback. She's a player you want in your team week in, week out. She's getting better as the years go on. She's starting to make smarter decisions and things like that, but her running game's unbelievable. Man on, she gets through 9 times out of 10. She comes up with a try early on second half, and she'll come in and do the hard carries as well. So she's someone I want in my team, and she's awesome to play with.
Well, there you go. We just heard from the coach and the co-captain of the Dragons, Zali Hopkins and Crossy. Jess, you're at NRLW. I'll have to put you on. I have to put you on mute because there was a bit of noise behind you. You're an NRLW expert. You know a lot about this game. What do you think about Crossy and Zali said there?
Yeah, I agree with that. We do lack a few experienced players, as he said. Like Zali's 23. She's the co-captain of the side. Tegan's 23. Casey Ray's still only 19. It's a lot of juniors that are blooded through that have had success in the Touch GL Cup. And as he said, the New South Wales under 19s in it is a big step up. Like Flano's done that with the boys. He's put a lot of our juniors up. It is a big step up from playing lower grades and junior footy to first grade. So they'll be better for it next year. There's still one game to go, obviously, next week against the Knights. But, it'll be busy. I'm heading in the off-season, that's for sure. Trying to get some more experience and cool, calm heads in the side. And hopefully we can climb that ladder to push the finals next year.
Yeah. Hopefully they can get a few experienced players to the club. I don't know who's available.
We have got one coming, Brooke Anderson, already signed.
Yeah, I heard about that one. That was the one I was talking about the other day. I got the wrong girl. I thought Jordan Preston was the name, but it wasn't. It was Anderson. But I'd like to see Jordan
Coming
Preston
from the Sharks.
too. Jordan Preston
Having a good year for the Raiders.
She's having a great.
She's
year
having
for
a
the
great
Raiders.
year. Yep. Managed by John, our friend John, Big Tim.
He is. Maybe we can get her on. I'm not sure. That'd be great. The girls had a tough season, but hopefully they can turn it around next year and a little bit more experience and a couple of more experienced players. I think Crossy's got the go there. What do you think, Bill?
Big forwards too.
Pardon?
Big forwards.
Big forwards, yeah. Billy, you think we need to get big forwards in the club?
Oh, for sure. I mean, we just got to. I mean, like you said, he wants to get busy, so let him do his work. Let's see what he can get for us. If he can keep building on what he's built so far for us and the young side that we have playing right now, we could very well be a finals team next year. We could have been one this year. Just some unlucky shit happened.
I got to run, guys.
All right, mate. No worries. Thanks for joining us. See you in a couple of weeks.
Yep.
And I guess not much we can do, unfortunately. But look, I think next year is going to be better. Probably, I think the aim is to be top 5 at least. Considering we got close enough to 6 points in the season. I think top 5 needs to be the aim for us next year, and I'm really happy with Crossy as a coach for us. He cares. So,
and next year, Scoop. Do you think Sammy Bremner's got enough pull to get a couple of girls down from the other clubs?
I'm hoping, especially one I really, really want to see. If we can secure her, it's the other Southwell, Jessie Southwell. She would be a really good pickup if Hannah can try to convince her to come on down.
Yeah. What do you think about the pull of Sammy Bremner to bring players down?
I reckon
she's experienced NRLW.
I reckon it's a huge chip with Sammy Bremner, so I wouldn't be surprised if we get Jessie Southwell, because it looks like she was going to go. It looks like she's set to go to the Broncos with Brickenshaw retiring at the end of next season. But if we can get Jessie Southwell, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
I really hope we get her.
Yes, Bill.
I'm trying to think. With Bremner, she played for Roosters. So if she has connections with some of the Roosters players, they're going to struggle to be within the cap. I mean, I know it's Roosters, but in all genuine seriousness, they have stars in that side from number 1 to number 17. Yeah. Surely they have to probably give 1 or 2 of those up. And knowing Sam Bremner played for him at one point in time, and it was just last year, probably means she's got some connections with some of those players, which hopefully we can get some Roosters players because, they need to be nerfed and we need to be improved. So
they've got some smart money men up in the Roosters. Nick Politis.
The one I really, really want to hope to see come back to us is Jessica Sturgis.
No, I think she's dead. She's gone. But I was talking about Nick Politis and Mark. Was it Mark Boros? Is it?
Mark Boros. Yeah.
Yeah, the 2 money men up there, and I know how they're keeping their top players up there. I mean, but like they're very, very, very smart stock market men, and if you give them some of your salary, they'll turn it into 10 times more than what you've got. They're smart men, those ones up there. But hopefully we can get a few good players. That's NRLW. We'll just quickly go through the NRL knock-on effect cup. Is it knock-on effect
New
cup?
South Wales effect knock-on.
Dragons took on the Parramatta Eels, and Para struck first. Scored a try, kicked the goal, and then kicked the penalty goal. Dragons the same. Great movement from from Glover. He passed it out to Raymond Fatala-Mariner. Scored a great try there. The club's told him he can go, Billy. Raymond Fatala-Mariner.
Yeah, I mean, probably safe to do so at this point. Probably getting closer to the end. I don't think he's retiring yet, but he had a great year for us last year, and he's been good while he's been with us. Obviously had a bit more of an injury year this year, being in Cup. Want to say thanks to him because
another one.
His effort was unmatched in some of those games, especially Penrith last year. I still remember that performance of his. So, that's another player that he's done great things for rugby league, and he's played over 100+ games. So good on him, and hope he can continue his career on somewhere else, whether that's Super League or NRL.
And the guy who interrupted Tegan Berry's scoop, Nick Sagranis. He scored a good try. It was a great movement to the right. Went for a few hits of hands. But Katie Ramsey got the try assist. Nick Sagranis scored. At least he's staying at the club. So, tell us what you think about Nick Sagranis' scoop.
I reckon he's a really good player. I don't know what his favorite position is, but I think he can play second row and center and maybe a little bit of prop. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he's a better second row than he is a center.
Yeah, he is. Well, where are we now? Dragons lead 18-8, Billy. And then another player who's leaving the club, like Raymond Fatala-Marina's leaving and a few others, but Jonah Glover scores his second try. It was just absolute brilliance. It was a right footstep through the line. Scores over almost under the post. So Jonah Glover's going to be a bit of a loss. I don't know how much you know about Jonah Glover, Billy, but he's going to be a loss.
I know I've seen him. Look, he doesn't start here at the Dragons. I don't think he starts at South Sydney either. Their stocks in the halves are pretty strong. I mean, if they lose Cody Walker, they got Jack White. If they lose Humphries, they got Sullivan.
Yeah.
He might be the third best option for both positions. I hope he goes well. I'm not the biggest fan of him, but he has some brilliance in him. So, yeah.
I think Ian Johnson's scoops are a little bit outdated. Scoop talked about this months ago. Greg Inglis in the West Tigers role. He's been there as a coach all season. But now Noddy stepped down. I think Noddy's staying for the rest of the season, or did he leave straight away?
No, he left straight away.
Well, Greg Inglis might get the West Tigers girls job. Parramatta scored 2 tries late. We didn't have to worry about it. Won the game 24-18. But Raymond Fatala-Mariner, man of the match performance, 80 minutes, 1 try, 138 metres, 63 metres post-contact, 3 tackle breaks, and made 30 tackles, didn't miss one. So, like you said, Jess, thank you very much, Raymond Fatala-Mariner, and I hope if you continue your career with Australia and England, good luck. Okay, that's about it for NRL. Oh, well, the NRL Dragons, the knock-on effect cup team, move on now to play Parramatta. I thought Parramatta, they're going to play the Warriors. who finished first in the competition. They had a bye this week.
This Sunday.
Leichhardt. So if you get down to Leichhardt on Sunday, might be able to give these guys a bit of a cheer. They're going all right. This game now is to who's going to the grand
clash.
No, it's who's going to the grand final.
No, it's the do or die clash, I think. And potentially,
I don't think
grand
so.
final as well.
I don't think so. It's a grand final the week after, and the loser of that game plays the winner out of the rest to see who goes to the grand final. So
like a wild card.
Well, the Warriors finished the competition 9 points ahead or something. They're going to be a hard team to beat, Bill.
Yeah, I can't believe we're first in them, actually. I swear we finished second. I think, I don't know how the finals...
No, we did finish second. We beat Parramatta. Parramatta, I think they play next week against the winner of the other game because it was second versus third. Second moves on to now play first, and third goes down to play whoever's left, the other 4 teams. So,
right.
So yeah, that's how that works. Top 6.
If we win next week, we're in the grand final.
If we win next week, we're in the grand final. If we lose next week, we play whoever wins out of the rest of them the week after.
I hope we win because the grand final's at Jubilee Oval. So,
you'll hey, that'll be great.
That'll
be great. Well, Ian Johnson said Noddy's still there, so your scoop there, Scoop was scooped out.
Okay.
Ian Johnson got
must
another
be
one.
leaving at the end of the season.
Ian Johnson got another one on you. All right. Where are we going now? Go back to the draw for next week. Well, we won't go through this. We'll do another one on Tuesday. We'll do another one on Tuesday night, boys, if you can.
Yeah, I'm working
I'll
Tuesday.
All right, might get Coco back Tuesday or somebody else, but we've still got NRLW and NRL news and knock-on effect. So we've still got 2 teams out there. Come on, we've got to get back behind them and support them. I'm happy to do the next couple of weeks. Jess is back, I think, the week after that, and I'm sure he'll come on and talk semi-finals with us. And I hope everybody joins us. But yeah, I thought this show's gone a bit longer than I thought it would, but that's great. But we'll say goodbye. Thank you for joining us. If you've liked what you've seen, smash that like button. Share to all your friends, please. Share and like. Get us out there. Get everyone to see us because I think we're good. But yeah, press the like button. Give us a share. Subscribe to our channels. But as I always say, Red V's a part of me, and Dragons for life. And with everybody saying,
Come on,
Dragons! Fire!
Wow.
Thanks for joining us.
Coco is at Pell's heart, she wears it on her sleeve. As Muzzy tells tales of dragons, wins and Tudor victory. Tony and the MV crew will do their very best, getting off topic and I digress with a Red V on our chest. The Mad Dragon podcast is a sheep of camaraderie, navigating rants down rabbit holes in the land of big wet feet. And so our peddlers weave the tales, and our friendship is our dream. The Mad Dragon podcast, under